Hello, friends. Hope everyone's having a great day. So for today's project, we are going to be making a paper soldier. For this project, we are going to use acrylic paint, brown and green. You will need 2 pieces of paper for his uniform. So this will cover his hat, his pants, and his shirt. And then after that, we will also need a small piece of brown paper for his boots and his belt. Lastly, you may pick a color for his face and his hands. So the first part of this project, you will take your paint and we are going to paint over the piece of papers that we are going to use for his uniform. To do that, please make sure you have your surface covered. To protect your surface, also make sure you have something on, your sleeves pulled up for using paint. What we are going to do is take our piece of paper and we are going to dab it with the brown and green paint. So you are going to dab all over. And as you can see what I'm doing with my brown paint. And then you will do the same over top of that with your green paint. Once you're done covering both pieces of paper like this, and then we will cut out the shapes we need to make his uniform. While you're waiting for your paint to dry, we are going to make your soldier's head and boots and belt. So with your brown piece of paper, you only need a half a sheet of paper. Fold down the top like so. Give yourself a line and cut across this line right here, and that'll be your belt. The next thing you'll need to do with the other part of your brown paper is make some boots for him. I made mine here. I folded my paper in half and I cut out a boot. This gave me 2 boots for our soldier. Once you're done with that, take your piece of paper that you're using for his head and draw a circle and then give him some ears. So something like that. And then the last thing we're going to do is give him some hands. All you have to do for the hands is make a U, kind of like this, and cut 2 out like that, and that'll give you hands for him. So go ahead and cut all of those pieces out, and by then our other papers should be just about dry to cut for his uniform. Once you have your soldier's face cut out, his whole head, you can put a face on him while you're waiting. Just be sure not to go too high, as we're going to put a hat on his head. And then you can create some eyes for him. And you can give him a nose and a mouth. And you have his face. So check your paper, make sure it's dry, and then we're going to start to cut that out for his uniform and glue them all together. Okay, so my paper looks about dry here. This is what your papers will look like, kind of blended green and brown. And for his body, you're going to cut this piece of paper straight down the middle in half. If you'd like, you can always fold it in half to help give you a guide to go right down the middle. So once we cut this paper in half, we are going to glue his head right above there. Set it right behind there and take your glue stick and glue him on. With the other half of your paper that you had used for his body, with that large rectangle, now what you're going to do is take this other half and you're going to cut out, and you can draw it on the back first, and cut out this half a circle and use it as his hat. So once you've cut out a hat, you can glue that up here. Feel free if you want to give your soldier some hair under his hat, that's fine, you may do that. Or you can give her long hair, that'll work as well. Now, with your other piece of paper, you are going to cut out long rectangular strips. These are going to be for your soldier's arms and legs. So to cut your legs and arms for your soldier, you're going to hold your piece of paper long ways this way, and you're going to cut 4 lines up and down, 2 for the legs and 2 for the arms. Once you have your strips cut out, you will glue them behind the body so he has arms and legs. The last thing you need to do is you will need to give your soldier his belt or her belt, the hands, and the boots, and glue them all on and let him dry. Once your soldier is all assembled, all put together, he or she will look something like this. Thanks so much for watching, friends. Have a great day.